in boot camp, I remember my dad telling me before I go to boot camp, he says, these guys control you. There's no coming home without being a United States Marine. You're not a quitter. You go and don't care about what they call us, what they call you. You need to do this. Don't lose your temper. That's one thing I had to get under control, was to make sure I didn't do something foolish. One of my drills, Sergeant Walters, he stared me down one day, and I remember he got right in my face, and you know that's not something you and I are used to coming up in the streets. And I and I looked down, and I was like, and I felt like I felt terrible, but I was like, no. As my dad told me, one of the law has teeth and it will bite. I had to understand, and it was really character building because it showed me that he was in a position of authority, and I need to understand that. He was my drill instructor. You know, there was nothing wrong with that. So it made me mature very quickly.
100%. Marine Corps boot camp will put you in your place real quick. Doesn't matter where you come from. We're all equal when we get there, and we're all going to be Marines once we get finished. So super powerful story. Love to hear you guys' stories about when you signed up. Doesn't have to be the Marines, just when you went in general. What was your first take when you got to boot camp? I know mine was like, what the hell did I get into? It was just kind of crazy. I didn't know a lot about the military when I got in, and I quickly found out. So I would love to hear you guys' stories. Maybe you wanted to be a Marine or in the military your whole life, and then as soon as high school was over, you got into it. Maybe you did it because you didn't have any other choice, right? I call that the blood in, blood out scenario, where it's like you're basically forced to because you got in so much trouble. You know, I had a couple of buddies like that where they got in so much trouble. It's like they were forced to go to the Marines. It was either that or prison. So obviously they picked the Marines, but they were glad they did it. So again, we'd love to hear your story. Comment below your story.